G'day, guys, and welcome to the Centre Bounce for another Thursday evening drive home session. Just trying to see what the fish. Something is not right with the layout. How's this one? There we go. We've got a background now. How are you, Big J?
Oh, I'm doing good, mate. How's things going?
Yeah, good. No face today?
I am just walking through my front door, so I'll be on in about 5 minutes.
All right, no worries. I guess we'll see you then. Causa, yes, Tom Stewart is a layout. Wow, want him cheaper next week. Hey, you'll get him even cheaper the following week now. So don't you worry about a thing. It's not end of the world, all right? Not end of the world.
I guess a few people wanted to kind of have him as the start of their upgrade season in the back line. So might be the guy that we actually fold and say, yeah, no, maybe not.
Hey, he's still going to be really cheap. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, got the gastro. So hey, that's another reason why people don't want to go to Adelaide, right? You get gastro. It's boring. No, I'm just kidding, South Australians.
And could have had aeroplane food.
Aeroplane food between here and Adelaide? Surely they don't feed him stuff. Only like 1 hour, isn't it? Or so, how long is the flight from here to Adelaide? I've never flown to Adelaide before. Interesting. Michael, g'day, Michael. Hi, everyone. Oh, well, we'll get to wait a little longer on Tom. I guess Nick Dacos. Yeah, Nick Dacos certainly is the big trade target for many of us. If we look at who Nick Dacos has to come, we look at the I've got no one in Collingwood for my team. Very interesting. Let me just go to AFL. Let me just present the screen. I don't like just having myself here. Present the screen. All right. Let me go to all matches. But yeah, Nick Dacos certainly is someone that we want to get in our side. Think he's going to cop James Jordan this week, which means that he's going to drop in price a little bit more, which is absolutely fantastic. And then the following week, he's got Brisbane. Berry might go to him, but I think he should be fine. And then I guess he'll be prime come round 7 to trade him in. I think he'll be excellent from round 7 onwards. So yeah, Nick Dacos certainly really high up on the agenda for us. That's for sure. Cooper Hines, named to debut for the Dogs. Yep. So we've got another potential rookie. The rookies always come. And that's something that I've sort of, spoken a little bit about in a previous episode, that sometimes you might want to fade a rookie here and there because you just know that the rookies always come, regardless of how, stressful the situation might seem. There's no one really obvious to get in. The rookies always come. And most of the times, though, the best rookies are the ones that debut earlier on in the season, whereas the ones that come on a bit later are getting opportunities due to depth problems. It's a long season, it's pretty hard, but we're still quite early in the season, which means that some of these rookies that are getting named are really good. Velo, g'day, mate. The hitchhiker is back. Cannot trust Stewart's body anymore. Fair enough. That's true. It's a very difficult situation with Stewart, but this is just gastro, man. Like it's not something that you can say, oh, his body's let him down. He copped gastro. Anyone can cop gastro on a bad day, whether you're young or old.
Big J doesn't cop no gastro. There's no gastro here.
There's no gastro here, Big J. What, we're trying
to... No gastro. No cash here. There's no cash.
Here.
No cash.
I love it. Maybe a bad curry. Lol. G'day, Shawnee. Yeah, could be a bad curry. Who knows? Joe is happy to leave her on the side of the road. Must be a ruckman. Mate, I hate the rucks. I hate the rucks, Ryan. They caused me no shortage of grief last year, but, and now with potentially Pitane coming back, the ruck line might continue to give me more problems with TDK, but we'll see. We'll see. The Greek Raven This is the first time I've seen this name. Hi, lads.
Maybe
from the-
this is Maltese Falcon's brother, the Greek Raven.
Potentially the Maltese. It's welcome, Greek Raven. Welcome aboard. This week for me, I use another booster, and that allowed me to go 2 up, 1 down. Callahan, I'm assuming, Richards, and Nod to Whitfield, Sarong, and Dudley.
Nice.
If Dudley wasn't playing Richmond this week, I'd say don't go there. But simply because Dudley's playing Richmond this week, he should perform really well and be able to make you some good money in the subsequent weeks to come, I think.
I show you something that I purchased over the week, Joe. Bit of a spoiler. You already know what you did, but I purchased Harry Sheezel. This is the first time I've ever seen Harry Sheezel bobblehead. So opening up live on stream. Here we go.
Oh no, we've become one of those box opening channels now. What's going on?
It's like check out my super coach, you know.
Oh, is this a sign? Is it a sign? Yes, VC me this week. I'm going to VC him this week.
Nah, probably not. But that's okay.
Well, welcome aboard, Greek Raven. Yeah, those are good trades, mate. Whitfield is top of line scorer. I think he might struggle though this week. He's playing at Norwood Oval, which is the smallest ground in the galaxy. And as a result, he might have less cheap disposals because it's so condensed. So potentially Whitfield might drop in price a little bit, and his break even at the moment is 107. Yes, Sankey will give up points, but he's a reliable top 3 defender, so that's fine. If you don't have Brayshaw and you have the funds to get to Brayshaw instead of Sarong, I prefer Brayshaw. He's not going to be the one that cops the tags. He's sort of flying a little bit under the radar, and he's scoring a little bit more consistently. So if you can get Brayshaw instead of Sarong, I think it will be better for you, Greek Raven. Bro, you can't call her Pitbull, Charles. She's a lioness. That's what she is. You don't call her a Pitbull. She's a lioness, Charles. You better hope she's not watching. Otherwise, she's going to be pulling your ear, mate. Be careful. On you, Charles. Good to see you, mate. Joe, mate, it's not over till the fat lady sings Never Give Up. Bro, no giving up here. I barracked for the Bombers. You think I'm not used to heartache by now? Like, seriously. Come on, man. I don't give up. We still front up week in, week out. And enjoy the game. It's just a game, guys. It's just a game. Michael, good afternoon, lads. Hope you are both well.
Michael.
This week for me, the outs, Rosie, Short, and Nod. Ins, Hall, Whitfield, and Dunks. Oh, nice.
I like it. That's some big ins, man.
Those are great ins, Michael. Very impressive, mate.
I still don't know what I'm doing with my team, Joe. My brain says go the suitable options and then get in the midfielders. My heart tells me Big J, go crazy, grab the key forwards just for some fun. Yeah, it's a rough one, I tell you what.
2025, the year of craziness, mate. Just the full forwards. Full stream.
Grab all the key forwards, man. That's it.
Hey, Maltesing. G'day, Maltesing.
What's up, Maltesing?
Another week of carnage. Well, you say that, but, you know, we're going to have Sardis back this week. We're going to have Xavier Lindsay back this week. For those who held on to Mitch Nevitt, he's back this week. I think there's been a lot more positive than negative so far. I obviously don't want to jinx it, but to this point in time, I think we can say that, you know, Tommy Stewart out. I don't really think that's necessarily carnage. For the people who own Tom Stewart, if you own the 2 Essendon boys, Pryor and Reid, have no fear. You can field both of them. We're playing against Melbourne this week.
Yeah.
And do you guys remember what happened last week with Melbourne? Let's go to that score again. Geelong versus Melbourne. Look at the defenders. Look at the defenders for Geelong. Tom Stewart, 118. Zach Guthrie, 114. Connor O'Sullivan, 103. De Conning, 92. Bowes, 87. Lawson Humphries, 86. So, mate, you can field, if you've got the 2 Essendon boys and you've got Tom Stewart, this is probably the worst week in the world of all time to miss out on Tom Stewart because Melbourne, they are an absolute feeding ground for defenders. Dodgy pipe letter for Stewie. Who knows, man? Who knows? Maybe it was a Palmer, potentially, or a Palmy. They call it Palmy in South Australia, or Palmer.
I think there are palmy people.
Oh, Palmy! He ate a Palmy. No wonder he got sick. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he ate the wrong thing. He thought he was okay, and then blammo. That was it.
Bro, you can't be eating a Palmy and think you're going to be healthy. Michael, expect Stewart to be in and out regularly this season. He just ain't 100%. I ain't going near him.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think that might be the case, which is really tough. It's really, really tough.
Out. Nod for Hall. Rosie for either Whitfield, Sinclair, or McCluggage. Thoughts on which?
I really like Sinclair. I think his Marvel run's really good. It's partly why I'm considering dropping Brayshaw and getting Naz in. Like I can go Sarong and Naz in to finish off the back line. Or go Brayshaw and maybe a Ashcroft in the midfield. I really do love the key forwards though. I just want to do something a little bit different.
No one's asking about key forwards, Big J. No one wants a key forward except for you, mate.
I do think Sinclair's very good though. And I think a lot of us now are going to be, especially with DPPs happening this week. Especially with DPPs happening, I think a lot of us are actually going to go quite a few midfielders, so like quite a few defenders, like in our midfield now. Because I know Sheasel's getting it, I know Sinclair's getting it, and then the defenders seem to be. Yeah, sorry. They seem to be scoring a lot better than the midfielders do. So you might find yourself with like a Dunkley, a Brayshaw, a couple of those players, and then end up flooding your midfield with all these half-backs that just somehow have DPP. So could work out all right for you.
Yeah, looking at the run, I mean, you really can't go wrong with either Whitfield or Sinclair. Whitfield got the second easiest run to come for designated kickers for the distributor of halfback, and St Kilda are the fourth easiest. And even when you look at the inside mid, so for example, if there's a time where Sinclair pushes up into the midfield and we sort that out, St Kilda still also have the third easiest matchup for the midfield as well. So, you can't go wrong with either Whitfield or Sinclair, personally speaking, I'm thinking. Definitely those two would be the preference. Back your gut more than anything.
If Steele is out again, this week, which could potentially happen, I think Sinclair's a much better pick just for right now.
There you go. Charles,
he's likely to go 130 again.
Great evening for a team review. G'day, Jen. How's it going? Good to see you.
Up, Jen.
Archie C. I think this is also a new name I haven't seen. Welcome. G'day, Jen.
How you going, Archie?
Well. Getting rid of Day. Of course, yeah, you have to get rid of Day. And I want to put in a fallen mid-premium Sarong and Dacos under 600k. I'm looking at which would you choose out of the two for now?
Well, not Dacos, because I think he's got a fairly high break-even and potentially a tag this week. Let me just check.
Dacos break-even of 130. And
he'll cop James Jordan this week. So he'll probably drop a 6.
Confirmed. Yeah, Cox confirmed that James Jordan's going to Nick Dacos this week. So he'll drop a lot of cash this week. Whereas Sarong's playing against Richmond.
Yeah.
I'd pick Sarong.
So Sarong versus Richmond, I think, is a lot better chance to score better.
The thing about Sarong, which concerns me, obviously not this week, he's playing Richmond. And then he's got Melbourne. Adelaide, pretty good. They won't tag him there. St Kilda, will they send Windhager to him? Collingwood, will they send Perryman to him? GWS, will they send Bedford to him? Port Adelaide, will they send Drew to him? So you could end up potentially having 4 tags, and Windhager's a good tagger. Bedford is a good tagger, and the question with Drew, is he in the side? Is he playing? Who knows what's happening with Port Adelaide? But regardless, they are a red matchup so far this year as well. So getting a fall in premium this week, you could go with someone else who's a bit cheaper, like someone potentially like a Dawson type who could potentially go big this week against.
No one get away from my Dawsons. That's all I'm going to say. Everybody, I start with Dawson. No one's got him. Oh, get Dawson in. He's got a good matchup. Oh, Dawson's okay. Oh yeah, pick Dawson. No, leave Dawson.
If you don't
That's
have
it.
Brayshaw,
Don't
I
touch
think
him.
if you don't have Brayshaw, I think Brayshaw is the number one option. And I think you could go with Dawson. Or if you're a little bit sneaky, a little bit cheeky, you might also want to have a look at one Noah Anderson. I reckon. Noah Anderson, he's raised his floor away from home. He's got the captaincy. They're playing a great brand of football. He's got support. They're going to be questioning, hey, do we have to tag him or do they send the tag to Raul, who's now improved his outside game as well? So I don't know. I reckon, yeah. Maybe not Sarong. It could come back to bite me, but I'm thinking either Brayshaw, Dawson, or Noah Anderson. At their price points, I think they're all great options. Brady, what a cute photo. Oh, I like this
Brady?
one. With the buck teeth and everything. It's so cute. Which one of Trainer, Reed, and Pryor would you field?
Ooh. Yeah, probably. Probably.
Dodgy you. I'm not going to say the name in case someone from YouTube is paying attention. On the way to the game tonight, a Cats fan only for tonight. Also traveled 9 hours to watch my Bombers. Hope they don't put up a stinker again. So you drove to Adelaide. Well done, Dodgy you. Very impressive. Hope you enjoy it.
Nice.
Aussie abroad. Big J. Do you think Sherry plays this week? Rumor has it that he didn't train.
No. I don't think he trained, but I think he'll be okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Be fine.
Andrew, I'm keeping Rose. I'm not going to be able to show my face if he goes big and I drop him.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was the same with me and Horn Francis last week, and Big J still fronted up. So you got time, man. You got time. You can do it.
Look, he might go big, potentially, maybe. Tough matchup against the Hawks, but then next week he's got James Jordan.
Yeah. And they're going to tag him. Like, that's the only problem.
Who's a good mid to bring in for O'Driscoll under 500K?
Ooh,
under 500? It's probably Christian Petrarca.
Yeah, that forward DPP. It's going to work out all right. At some point, he's got to stop being a shitter too. So let me just quickly check with the team who else is an okay pick. If you don't have Horn Francis, I mean, I currently don't, so it could work out okay. He's got DPP, Joe.
Stuff him.
He's got DPP. Yeah.
I mean, under 500K, you're really, really limited.
You're picking Petrarca. You're picking Petrarca, probably.
Yeah, exactly. If you want someone under 500, you're gonna go with Petrarca, who he's averaged 110. He can average 110. I mean, if we go back to him, let's go to him. Pull up him. Not Moraes. We want Petrarca.
Or 495.
Yeah, 495. You never see Christian Petrarca at 495. Like, it's because he's always over 100. He hasn't averaged under 100 since 2019. You know what I mean? Like, that was a long time ago. So if you're able to get him at this price point, averaging 87, he's going to come around. He was obviously distraught last week after the game, spending a lot of time forward. So he's guaranteed to get DPP almost at this point. So he's going to have to come into getting some more CBAs and perform a bit better. You can't forget that Petrarca also had a very injury-interrupted preseason. So you can almost consider that these first 4 weeks, his first month, has been almost a little bit of a mini preseason for him. He's gonna have to bounce back. We will bounce back, and you're not really looking to, I don't know. It's a bit like the stock market. Buy low, sell high. You don't necessarily have to wait for him to start pumping out big scores before you trade him in, because you look at who he has to come, and there are some really favorable matchups. He's got the Bombers this week without Caldwell. He's then got Freo, Richmond, West Coast, Hawthorn. So these are, he's got 3 pretty good matchups in the next few weeks. So, yeah, I reckon if you look at under 500, I think Petrarca is your man. So annoying. People who have had a 9 are laid out and couldn't get the rookie score on the bench, and now this for Stewart. That's why I traded him out, Causa. You can't trust Chris Scott as far as you can throw him, and you can't throw him anywhere. Therefore, you can't even trust him that much. He is a liar. His lips are moving. He is dead set. He tells you that it's Thursday today. Don't believe him. Double check. Google and ask his mother as well. He's a liar. Owen Brayshaw. Oh, that's ridiculous. Owen Brayshaw. Choice A. Merritt, Sarong, or can even go up to Zorko Sinclair. South Australian Bomber supporter here, Joe. Can't knock it till you've come yourself. Mate, I'm not knocking. Not knocking. I was just clearly joking, because obviously there's been a lot of jokes about South Australia. I, my friend, am not having any jokes about South Australia. I was there over the New Year's with my family, and we had a great time. I actually found Adelaide to be quite nice. So, yeah, not knocking it at all. Out of those guys, to be honest, and please, I don't want you to tell me I'm biased, because I like to consider myself a based supporter. But I genuinely reckon Merritt is a great trade-in. He has the easiest run by far for the rest of the year. Melbourne, West Coast, Collingwood, North, might cop a tag against Sydney with James Jordan, but he's shown that he'll just push forward and kick goals. So that's not a problem. I know he's over 600K. I know. But the run that's coming up, and he's a bit of a pod as well. Zach Merritt is genuinely Mr. Consistent. Do I have to pull up his numbers? Year in, year out, he is captain consistent. Oh, captain, my captain. And I'm not being biased. You can tell me otherwise, but look at him. Look at him. What is that, bro? What is that? Brother, it's too consistent. So, yeah. I reckon it's a real opportunity to go with Zachy Boy. He's good. He could go Zachy Boy. So, yeah. You can tell me if you think it's a wrong call, but you're asking me for my opinion. My opinion is if you can afford Zach, I'd love to get Zach in. What's the go with Short? Is he a hold or a trade this week? Short. What's his break even at the moment? Jaden Short. I flicked them off ages ago. Jaden Short, break even of 81.
My thing before you have a look at break even, my thing with Short is he's probably a guaranteed 85 scorer every week, or close enough, that you have worse problems in your team to fix. He's not a Rosie. He's not a Callahan who are going to tank in cash and not be keepers. Like, treat him as an 80 to 90 scoring rookie and keep him until he's like your last defender to upgrade. That's what I would do.
Yeah. You're not in any rush. He's just going to hover around this price point anyway.
Yeah.
So, absolutely, you can hold him if you have other problems. And he's playing... Who did Richmond play again? Richmond play Freo. You never know. Freo are prone to kicking a lot of behinds. And he's got his kick-ins back, crazily enough. If I recall, if I go to Jaden Short, I'm pretty sure he got kick-ins again.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just look at the numbers again. Yeah, 3 kick-ins, 4 kick-ins, had
It's
7
just not
kick-ins.
majority.
Yeah, so look, he's just going to give you these type of scores. So yeah, no real rush to get him out, I think. So you can hold on to him as much as his face annoys you. You can hold on to him for a week. Brad, love the work, lads. Thank you.
Thanks, Brad.
Torn between trading out Rosie or Richards. Thoughts?
I think Richards will be okay. I think Rosie really needs to go. He's coming up to a few really tough tags, and it's going to hurt.
Richards is the man, I think, over there at. Let's pull up the CBA numbers. I haven't even
He'll
considered
be okay when
Richards.
Bont's back too. I think Bont might be back next week, so
Yeah,
it won't be focus Richard game anymore, which I think he might have been struggling with a little bit recently.
Exactly. Like you just got to look at the role, and form will fluctuate during the course of the season. None of these guys are machines or robots. They are going to be prone to fluctuations throughout the course of the year. Sometimes they have bad matchups, or you cop a tag, or you just have an off game. But the most important thing is that the role is there. And it's clear that Ed Richards has the role, and he's got the CBAs, and he can turn it around. And I'm pretty sure the news is that Bont will be back for the St. Kilda game. Now, when do they play against St. Kilda? If I go to team, go to Western Bulldogs. Next week. So Bont could be back next week, which will certainly take the edge and the sting off of Richards. Whereas Rosie, he's never really scored top of line before. Yes, he's given you over 100, which is fine. But with Horn Francis and Butters sharing points, taking points off him, plus he's going to cop the James Jordan tag next week as well. I reckon, yeah, Rosie is probably the one to go. And you just hold on to Richards. His cavalry is coming to support him next week. Oh, G-Bags. Mate. Let's pull that up.
Thanks, G-Bags.
Much love, my friend. Hi, fellas. Thoughts on who my second trade should be this week? Options are Nod to Sardis or Murphy Reed or Roberts to Whitfield. My first trade is Camporeale to Hall. Oh, I reckon get Sardis in, man. I reckon Nod to Sardis. He's playing on ball. He's available back this week. Caldwell is out for at least the next 2. He's got history with soft tissue concerns, and we have shown under Chris Scott that we like to be very conservative with our soft tissue injuries, and we give people the extra week off. So I reckon Sardis in that role on ball. And you can't forget, look at what he did with a broken hand. You can't, I don't think you can underestimate just how good of a performance it was. He had a broken hand. He still had 25 disposals, 11 clearances, the most out of all players on the field. And over half of his disposals were contested with a broken hand. So I think you can't discount it. The kid's a talent, and he hasn't gone up in price just yet.
Yep. I really do hate trading out Campo, though. Makes me feel sad.
He's dead, bro.
I know, but I don't want him to be dead. I want to revive him, Joe.
Revive him?
I want to revive him. I know, go yell at Voss and say, stop being a douche. Put him back on field.
Fair enough. If we select Pitane, then our season is officially over.
Well, yeah. That's the only issue too, isn't it?
Look, he's not a bad tap ruckman. But I agree. You're much better without Pitane in the side. But if you're going to be playing without Big Harry Mackay, it's going to be really difficult to do. So
you know the problem with Pitane is that he takes up a list spot. That's the problem. So you want him in your team. You're like, cool, he's okay. But then you realize, he's actually taking up a spot in the team, which means that hey, we can't actually get what we want to get. Like, we want to be able to do all these nice things, but no, we can't do it because Pitney's in the side. So makes things really tough.
Oh,
Like you play Pitney, and then it's like you've got Mackay, you've got Kerno, and then you've got Pitney, and then TDK. Like, it's almost one too many tools. Does that make sense?
yeah, that's true. But tools don't grow on trees. You need to have some tools.
Well, there are the trees, Joe. That's the
Nah, mate. These are endangered trees. All right.
endangered trees.
There's some
All right.
trees that are heritage listed. I don't know what
Heritage listed trees.
I like Zeret's Run. I do. I love Zeret's Run as well. I mean, we sort of pulled it up before. Is this still him inside mid? Essendon, by far and away, the easiest run to come. So if you can afford Zach Merritt, mate, you're laughing. Stuart J. Fraser, buy both Sinclair and Whitfield and Hull. You said buy both. Do you mean all three? Because you listed three people there. Buy all three of Sinclair, Whitfield, and Hull, having $2,000 in the bank, or buy three rookies and have 500,000 plus in the bank.
That's a bit too much money, mate. That's a lot of cash.
You can't cash this out, Stuart. It's not real money. You know that, right? Sinclair, Whitfield, and Hall are all great trade-ins this week. Great trade-ins. Which two would you field? Pryor, Reid, and Trainer? Oh, Pryor and Reid. They're playing against Melbourne. We're just going to kick the ball to each other.
Yeah.
Pryor and Reid.
Who does Essendon have coming up that makes Essendon such a good run, Joe?
Well, we've got Melbourne, West Coast, Collingwood, North. Yes, he'll cop James Jordan here, but he just pushes forward and kicks goals. So that's no skin off his nose. Dogs don't tag. Richmond, Brisbane don't tag. Carlton, they're shit. The Blues to lose. Sorry, Velo. Geelong, yeah, they might send O'Connor to him, but otherwise, again, just pushes forward, kicks goals. Rio don't tag. Gold Coast don't tag. Richmond again. James Jordan. This is Bedford. Sure, Bedford. Okay, one really hard tag, but again, pushes forward, kicks goals. Doggies don't tag. Swans again. Geelong, St Kilda, Carlton. So, but this run before the bye is sensational.
It's pretty good.
It's going to be hard to trade in.
Okay.
Hopefully, Horn Francis will stay in form from last week. Stuff him. I dislike him a lot, having bounced back after I traded him out. He's not going to go 30 disposals and 3 goals every week. I refuse to believe. Joel actually not minding the Stewart laid out means his price drop will coincide with DPPs. Correct. Oh, yes, we read that one. Craig, Tommy,
Craig,
Stewart, gastro of the ACL? I don't think so. I'd hate if his ACL was just spitting out cartilage or something. That'd be pretty bad. CWT, g'day, mate. How's it going?
What's up?
Velo, at the moment, I am looking at Nod, Callahan, and Rosie out for Merritt, Washcroft, and Bice. Oh, wowzers. Merritt, Washcroft, and Bice. Oh, Will Ashcroft breaks my heart. I traded him out, and then he just goes back-to-back 130s.
Yeah.
I don't have it in me to bring him back.
But I can get him
Merritt
in Brayshaw this week, and it hurts my brain.
What's there to hurt? You're getting captain inspirational, captain consistent. Do I have to pull it up again? It's a thing of beauty. Honestly, let me just pull it up again. Make me feel good about myself again because this man is my captain. Look at him. Look at him. Look at that. Seriously. Can you be any more consistent? I said that players are not machines. This guy is, okay? Zach Merritt is a machine who just recalibrates himself year in, year out. And occasionally it will be off by like a percentage point here and there. But Zach Merritt is a machine. I love you to bits, Zachy boy. Gents, pick one. Sarong, Brayshaw, or Whitfield? I am very confusion, as my mate Ab says. Shout out to the Squad-Father. Love him to bits.
I like Brayshaw. If you have to pick one of them, I think Brayshaw's okay.
I agree. Return on investment at that price. I also agree. Brayshaw for me. Trav, thoughts on Suitcase being top 8 midfielder? Crazier things have happened. McCluggage is doing good things, and he will never. The Suitcase will never cop a tag either.
No.
When you've got people like Neil right there, and he's getting lots of CBAs, like 71%. I mean, go back to the CBAs and across the board for Brisbane. Like McCluggage is he's a sneaky option, man. He really is. He's
too expensive for me. He's too expensive.
If you're picking him to be a top 8, what's his price at? You 587 for 587. If I told you that you can get a top 8 midfielder for 587, you wouldn't say no to that.
I don't know if he's top 8, man.
That's the question. Is he top 8? That's the question.
That's my only problem, because Brisbane can't have 3 of the top 8 mids in their team, and they already have 2 pretty guaranteed. So I don't think he can do it.
Why did he score 80 with more CBAs? 2 free against.
I don't know.
1 tackle, and then the other games 7 tackles.
It's the first game
tackles,
of the season.
12 tackles. Yeah. He's never done it before, is the thing. Because he's never done it before, you're really banking on a breakout. But there's more people sharing the load now at the Brisbane Lions. Normally, that's a problem because it means point sharing. Will Ashcroft, Hugh McCluggage, Lachie Neale, Josh Dunkley. The law of probability will tell you that it's very unlikely that a team that will have 4 midfielders potentially push top 8. Yeah. Not even the Bulldogs do that, and they are a black hole for Supercoach point scoring.
And a lot of people in Brisbane just like their mid score and no one else does. So maybe that's got something to do with it a little bit, but otherwise it's a bit rough.
Trav, you're a Lions supporter. You obviously know your boys more than we do. This is one of those selections where you go with the heart, I guess, according to as Abs would say, the Squad-Father, to go with the heart, because he's getting lots of CBAs, and I think this might be the most he's ever gotten thus far. Yeah, a pretty sizable jump in CBAs to this point. Yes, it's a small sample size, only 4 games. Does it regress to the mean here, 59, 42, 55? Does he get that back to that around 50% CBA mark? I think it depends on the matchup. So I'm not entirely sure. I think likely he's not a top 8. Could be a top 15, top 12 maybe, but I don't think he's top 8. That's the issue, Joe. Trust Bombers when they should win is hard to do. Yeah, don't trust the Bombers. Don't trust the Bombers. Who told you to trust the Bombers? Jesus Christ, don't do that.
Don't do that. That's not too smart.
What happened with Tom Stewart? He's got the poo-poos. He is ill. Squeak. Yeah. Hey, boys. Out short in Sinclair. Out Nod in Clay Hall. Out Roberts in Dale. 99,000 left. Don't think you necessarily have to trade out Roberts to Dale immediately. I think you can afford to give Matt Roberts another look. Now you can say, obviously you might be concerned because he didn't score as big this week with Bice in the team. But look at the week before when Bice was playing. He still scored 115. So you can't just automatically say Bice in, therefore Roberts dead. He scored 115 with Bice in the team the week before. So I think you can afford to give Roberts another look. His break-even is still in the 90s. So it's not like if he falls short that he's going to tank in price. So I think you can afford to give Matt Roberts another look. Because what happens if he does go? What happens if he goes 115 again? Like you'd feel bad if that was the case. I think you can afford to hold on to Matty Roberts for another week, have a look, get some more sample size, and then decide to flick him if he needs to be flicked. Do you agree with that, Jez?
Yeah, sure. That works.
Dropping Brayshaw? Are you nuts, Big J?
People were also saying as well that he got a little bit shafted by his team members. So I think we're going to be okay.
About Matt Roberts, yeah.
Yeah. No one passed to him, Joe.
Shame.
Oh.
Are you nuts, Big J? Are you dropping Brayshaw? Are you nuts? Are you nuts? Do you capiche? Are you nuts?
Bro, I have to do something. That's the problem.
He's nuts. He's
That
nuts.
the team. I'm not dropping Brayshaw. I just don't have him.
You just
So it's
fading
like-
him.
I might just not pick him up.
You're just fading him. Yeah, the Bombers. Merit is bellissimo. You can't go wrong. Cameron with the D Wade. Oh, baby, that's a face. That's a back I haven't seen in a long time. Out Fraser and Nod in Whitfield and Hall. Impressive. Hey, God. How's it going, God? Good to see you,
up?
mate. Should I play or bench Rankin considering he is injuring Dodgy? I can loop him. Oh, if you can loop him, then why not?
Yeah, if you can loop him, I think otherwise you'll be okay.
And using
Oh,
Rankin.
we've got to do our tips, Joe. Chuck up the tips before
Yeah,
the
sure.
game starts.
Yeah,
We're
sure.
gonna have,
Rankin, he said that
lineups.
he'll be fine this week. So to play. So we'll see whether
Well,
or
he's
not
selected.
and he's selected as well. So yeah, you should play Stevie Boy. My tip for this week is I'm actually tipping the Crows. I think the Crows at home, breathing fire, having been robbed by the umpiring last week, and the Cats have got a few injuries in that back line. Obviously, Henry's out. Now Stewart is also out. Bad week to lose defenders to this three-headed monster of the Crows. So I'm tipping the Crom tonight.
Yeah, no, I picked I picked Adelaide as well.
Okay, and then Pies and the
I'm going to grab some water.
Swans. Yeah, sure. Pies and Swans. This is a tough one. This could be one of the games of the round. Really hard to split these two. Collingwood got some injuries, but I just think that they've got people that can step up and replace those injured players. I'm not sure who the Swans have to come in this week. I'm probably going to go with the Pies in this game. I think, as much as I don't want to tip them, I'd love to tip the Swans, but my head's just telling me the Pies in a close one, in a real close one. North and the Suns, very confidently going with the Suns. Carlton Eagles, very confidently going with the Blues. Dogs and Lions, I'm going to go with the Lions.
Yeah, I went with the Lions too.
Without a lot of confidence. Oh, who did you tip out of Collingwood and Sydney, by the way?
Pies.
Pies? Yeah, me too. North and Suns?
Not North.
Fair enough. Blues?
Not us.
Blues?
Yeah, of course.
Lions?
Lions, yep. And then I went Essendon.
I'm tipping us as well, but I feel like we're actually going to lose. So I want to change my tip to Melbourne. Richmond and Fremantle, going to go Freo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right on.
Saints and Giants, I'm going to go Giants.
Yep, gone Giants.
And Hawks to beat Port.
Yep.
Okay. So apparently teams are out. So let's have a look.
Not. Like, Hawks have won every game of the season.
So let's go to the teams. It's 6:21. As we can see, no changes. Mitch Never is in. Should have Stewart as an out as well, but clearly the website has not updated for Geelong. Yeah. Where is he? Stewart. Yeah, he's still named here. So someone from the emergency has to come in, and I'm assuming it's just going to be Mitch Duncan, right?
I think Closey might be the one. I heard some
Really?
people talking about it. Yeah,
But they
Close is
lost a
gonna come in.
defender.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, sure, they can throw the game. Just confirms my tip, no problem. James Peatling with a 50th game, congratulations. And Max Michelini also with a 50th game. Congratulations to these two lads.
Peatling's done all right. I mean, if he's Peatling's done all right.
Alrighty. Yo, this guy's name is Nick Foot.
Yeah, Bigfoot versus
Interesting.
D-Boy. What a name.
All right, Collingwood and the Swans. Swans go in unchained, understandable. Houston suspended, naughty boy. DeGoey injured, sucks. Schultz also injured, unfortunate. Oh, Will Hoskin Elliott comes in. Yeah, I want to tip the Swans now. I
Yeah.
want to change my tip to the Swans.
No, no chance.
It's Will Hoskin Elliott. He's a
He's
fraud.
good. He's good.
No,
He's a good player, Joe.
Nah, I'm tipping the Swans now. Jeez, if you're relying on Will Hoskin Elliott to come in, you're in trouble. Ed Allen is not bad, and Lockie
I didn't
Sullivan.
say I wanted him to come in. Just yeah.
DCam 100th game raises the bat. Well done, DCam. Congratulations, mate.
Nice work.
So that's Swans coming in unchanged. Yeah, I'm chipping the Swans now. I'm tipping the Swans, ladies and gentlemen. I've changed my tip. I'm tipping the
Not for
Swans.
me.
Sorry, God, I am tipping the Swans. Will Hoskin Elliott sucks. All right. Boss back in. Dersma is in. And oh no. Not
I
the
saw this
fish.
today.
What are you doing? Mitch and Foss? There's no way. There's no way Cheesel's playing off halfback now.
Well, that's what DB's asking. Where do you think Sheasel plays? Unfortunately, I think he might be playing forward mid. That's the feeling I have. Yeah, it was great for our super coaches last week, but the team obviously didn't win much. So I don't know if Zach Fisher's going to play half back. I don't think he will. He might get stuck on the wing. But yeah, I don't think it works for us, unfortunately.
The Sheasel dream has died. The Sheasel dream. Yes,
He'll score like a 90, and then it'll just be like Jaden Short. He'll be right.
Maltesing, you're right. This is a week of carnage. This is shit. Can we scrap gather around now? This is Gold Coast, Nick Holman. I'm still tipping the Suns. That's just you got Fisher in the team. You're screwed. All right.
I think he did all right in the VFL last week. Let me quickly check. Bailey Scott getting dropped is pretty hilarious, though. I don't think that's like ever happened in his career. Like legitimately. Let me just quickly pull up the footy wire for Bailey Scott. I think he's basically played every game that he's been able to play.
Yeah, all right, Suns get this. Get to the Blues. Mackay in.
Yeah, so Bailey Scott since 2021 has basically played every game of AFL. Now he's finally been dropped.
Well, there you go. Hey guys, no Shitane? No Shitane! It's VC Tom DeConning, ladies and gentlemen. He's gonna go 150. Let's go. Oh, this is excellent news. We're much happier again. Poor Cooper Lord. Cooper Lord did nothing wrong. All right.
No.
Why is he getting dropped
he didn't.
for that? Seriously. Carroll, Cottrell. Yeah, Cottrell's important for him. Mackay's pretty important for him. And Mackay's playing. Matt Flynn emergency. Yeah, bro, Matt Flynn, he's the emergency is for you, God. That
Not to
Matt Flynn
pick it.
can never be named again. That's your emergency, mate.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my God. Mackay is playing, which means that we're going to get so many kick-ins for marriage as well. Oh,
Which is where I was thinking, like, if they had picked Pitnet, it would have been really hard for the team. Like, he's not even named as emergency, which is fantastic. But you can't have him, Silvani, Tom DeConning, Curnow, and Mackay. Like, you just can't. It's too tall.
correct.
Like too many tall players. So I think even Lewis is Lewis still playing? Mitch Lewis?
Lewis Young.
No, Lewis Young's been dropped. Sorry, Lewis
yeah.
Young's out. Unfortunate, mate.
Oh, this is the best. I'm so happy. Mackay
All right.
in, no Shitane, and marriage. Oh, this is the best. This is the best.
All right.
Adam Saad,
Well, you're
200.
making me lead towards doing my key forward trade in, Joe.
Oh,
Rip,
that's not what I'm
rip
trying
for
to do.
Big J in the chat, boys.
Look, not what I'm trying to do. But Adam
Oh.
Saad, 200 games. Congratulations. Matthew Carroll, good luck to you, son. But yes, Sandy Brock, he had a good he got 9 goals kicked on him last weekend, but he still stays in the side. This is very good. I reckon Sandy Brock is a trade-in for us next week, potentially.
Yeah, I hope so. It's more job security than anything else. But I think West Coast is a team where if you play well, the coach will reward you. So, like, doesn't matter. Otherwise, Tim Kelly would have been in trouble.
Yep. Alrighty.
Sorry, it's more that Silvani rotates to the front sometimes. Like last few weeks, he's fallen forward and things like that. You don't really have the potential if there's so many tools in the team.
Then get to the Doggies and the Lions. This is going to be a great game. Great game at Norwood Oval, small ground. This is going to be a
Is
real
that
arm
good
wrestle.
for key forwards or bad for key forwards? Small ground.
It means that there's just pure congestion everywhere.
So does that mean that like the ball just gets kicked to them and they're marking, or what?
It just means, it means the kicks will very easily get inside 50.
All right.
It also means
I'm doing it, boys. I'm doing it. I'm full sending. Here we go.
Oh, he's full sending. Sam Darcy's coming into Big J's team. All right.
Yeah.
JJ. Oh, Jason Johannesson comes in. What does that mean for Bailey Dale? Point sharing, perhaps. Oh, okay. I like this. I'm not a Bailey Dale owner. This is very nice. Cooper Hines debut. Luke Cleary could be one that we could trade in, perhaps. Yeah, I'm tipping the Lions still for this one. Interesting. Oh, what? Status emergency? Really?
Yeah. You can't play him. The guy's just broken his hand. He's coming back. Like, give him a week in the BFL.
Brad, you absolutely
knowing Brad Scott, like Phil or Hobbs or someone else will work out okay.
Brad, you absolute flog.
I think Brock just has the lower break even, mate. I think that's the only issue. Like Brock scored like an 85 last week. Saad's not even close.
I was so happy before. This sucks. Unless there's a late change with Perkins out, perhaps. And then but Will Setterfield on the bench.
You know what? You know who keeps his spot, Joe?
Well, Lindsay's back, which is good.
Joe, you know who keeps his spot?
Henderson.
Henderson!
Freaking Jack Henderson.
Why is Jack his spot, boys? He's back.
Why is Jack mother flipping Henderson keeping his spot in the side
I told you.
More than Elijah Sardis? This is a joke. It's a disgrace.
He's playing that Neil Bullen role, Joe. They're going to give him everything. That's it. Good old Henderson. He's going to reset himself too. So all the people that have traded him out, you're in trouble.
This is freaking disgusting. I'm still holding on to Elijah Sardis, thinking he's going to come back, but he's not playing. This is just
all right. Everyone's got Mitch Nevitt and everything else. We'll be all right.
And because if Sardis doesn't play, you watch. Melbourne's going to win. I'm tipping Melbourne. I don't give a shit anymore. I'm tipping Melbourne. Tipping Melbourne. This is disgusting. All right. Richmond. Whoa. Why? Why?
Yep.
What did he do, Uze?
No, you missed out someone who got named. Go back.
Who? Set a goat. Set a goat. Oh, no. Look, I love Set a goat. All right. I have a soft spot in my heart for Set a goat, but it's come at Elijah Sardis' expense, okay?
Yeah.
And it breaks me. I love him, all right? It's not Set a goat's fault. I love the Set a goat. He did so well for me. But it's Brad Scott who breaks my heart. Oh, bloody Brad Scott. All right, Richmond. Yeah, I don't know what Adam Uze. Seriously, what is
Yeah.
Adam Uze doing? Oh wait, we gotta.
Yeah.
We need to change the
But,
community team. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go through the rest of the team sheets first, but yeah, definitely.
I don't know what Adam
Laylor
Uze.
hip injury
That's bad.
apparently.
Oh,
hip.
okay.
So he's done his jaw and done his hip in 5 weeks.
Poor kid.
Yeah.
Do any of these guys play this week? Maybe Hugo.
Someone's got to play.
Hugo and Rioli?
Well, Rioli's named on field, so.
Oh, there you go. So Rioli's in. I don't reckon Hugo's too good not to play. If Hugo's
I
available,
think
you just play him.
I think they missed the small forward. Like if you go through the interchange, right? White 100% plays.
Yes.
I think Bauer
Dow.
plays. They like Bauer. They like Dow. It's probably just those first 5, and then they figure out who it's going to be from there. Like probably Bauer. Bauer sub. Yeah.
Wagner
because they got to
dropped,
go.
Rod-
They got to try and go mid for mid, really, for as much as they can. So
Liam Reedy, don't get your hopes up, mate. You're not playing. Don't you worry, mate. You suck. It's going to be Sean Darcy. Sam Switkowski comes in. Oh, what does this mean for... What does that mean for the Dudley types? I think Dudley should play.
like he could just be sub. Not Dudley sub, but Switkowski's named on field.
Yeah, Switkowski is an immediate in. If Switkowski is available, he's best 23 for sure. So, yeah, he's in. He's in. Sharp was on a wing. Banfield plays. Warner plays. Aish plays. And then it's one of... I think Johnson plays as well. Yeah, Dudley might be the sub.
Nah. They'll make Johnson or someone else sub, I think. Or maybe Dudley will be sub. Maybe they'll be like, we're winning by too much. Dudley, just come on.
I'm tipping Freo for this one.
Oh, of course everyone's tipping Freo, Joe.
Oh, okay. Now this is all, of course, Sunday teams. Brent Daniels. Oh, he must have a problem. There's no way you just drop Brent Daniels. He's clearly
James
got a problem.
Leake coming back. Maybe.
The good thing is, guys, I don't know how the hell this has happened, but Connor Stone survives.
Yeah, so he's named interchange though, so hopefully he stays. But
none of them kick him out. None of them play in the back line.
There you go.
I don't know how he survived. Connor Stone continues to survive, and Elijah Sardis doesn't.
Daniels had an injury. Let me quickly just check.
Must have. There's no way. You don't drop Brent Daniels. Like, he clearly has a problem. But I just can't believe all of these absolute muppets on our bench continue to play, but freaking top 5 draft pick Elijah Sardis doesn't play. This is just disgusting. Liam Henry could be in this week. Interesting. Steele could be in this week. Boxall could be new. Someone has to be dropped for him. He's like an inside mid type of operator. So I don't know if Boxall actually gets up.
I don't think he plays. Oh, Daniel's abdomen.
Thanks, Kai. Much love.
Review crew, Kai. Watch out. Mondays at 7 o'clock.
Sub to Kai Broom, guys. He does wonderful work. This is a tough game to tip. Really tough game. Brent Daniels is quite a big out. Quite a big out for the Giants. But I reckon I'm going to tip him still. Harvey Thomas.
I tipped GWS. Though St Kilda are a tricky one. They've won like 3 games in a row.
They are.
So maybe them, but I think I had tipped Giants.
This guy, Marcus Winhager, is just going to go straight to Finn to be like, stuff you absolute disgusting pig. We offered you the biggest contract in AFL history, and you turned it down.
They're going to like jump on him. They're going to go like, kablamo, here's one of these and one of them.
Yeah, they're gonna tell him.
Steve, he's not named. He's emergency. Yeah.
I'm flabbergasted. I'm still pissed off about it. I've held on to this guy for so long, so sure he could just do a Chris Scott and still do a late in. Sardis comes in. I'm not even surprised. I would not be surprised. Just by the by. By the by, guys. This might seem out of left field, but I reckon McRae is going to be a super captain this week for us.
You reckon he's your sneaky captain?
He is my sneaky captain.
So who would you be your vice captain then?
Brayshaw.
Okay. What if you have like you wouldn't pick TDK against BJ Williams?
Actually, no. Absolutely TDK. What am I talking about? Yeah, it's TDK all day. But if TDK doesn't go 150, mate, Jack McRae in the smallest ground, on the smallest ground in the in the universe, right? It's all just contested possessions and tackles. Jack McRae is gonna go astronomical. VC on TDK and the C for me is on Jack McRae. Could be crazy. Could say, Joe, your season's so over, you're out of touch with reality. But there's method to the madness. You check the scores at Norwood Oval. Always the top scorers are the rucks and the contested mids, without fail. And that is exactly what Jack McRae is, a contested beast. And you can't tell me, oh, he's not going to score because he doesn't tackle. No. Don't you dare say that. Don't you dare put disrespect on Jack McRae's name like that. He will tackle to oblivion. He's actually getting 6.3 tackles a game. Career best average for tackles so far this year. So, and even if they send someone to tag him like at Bedford, he'll just tackle him. He's just giving him 3 hugs, 3 points. This man, to the moon. I'm so sure.
With no Jack Steele in the team, it's going to him and Sinclair are just going to laugh.
Mate, Jack McRae all day, every day, baby. Last game, Port v Hawthorn, massive out for the Hawks. Will Day out.
Yeah,
Henry Hustwaite deserves a call up. He had like a million touches on the weekend.
You know they'll just play Warple though, because Warple's got interest from other clubs to the Hawks. So they're like, yep, Warple, you're going to play. That's it.
The Warpedo.
Sorry, Velo.
On field.
Sorry, I didn't miss it.
Yeah, but this is still extended list though. It's a Sunday game. He was named last week, I'm pretty sure, as well in the extended. So Warpedo still out here. No guarantees that he plays. Reeves, no. Oh, he's not going to play. Sarong, probably not. Hustwaite deserves a gig. Ivan Soldo? Okay. Travis Boak. Still here. Soldo's still here. Cochrane is still there. Yeah, I'm not sure they'd make any of those. Well, maybe Travis Boak comes in for more leadership because, they're missing leadership on the field. Poor Adelaide. They really need someone of Travis Boak's ilk to come in and just straighten everyone up. So I wouldn't be surprised if Boak gets into the side, to be honest, and replaces Burnt Jones. That would probably be my one move, my one change. I'd say Boak in for DBJ. I reckon. And congrats to Finn for 50, but I'm tipping the Hawks. Yeah, you just have to. And that's that.
Someone posted on Twitter saying Rankin's out. I'm just trying to find it.
Really? Anyway. Yeah, you keep looking at that.
If it's been named anything, it's like a last minute.
Well, if you can loop him, then you're doing well. But obviously keep a close eye on that. Frankie, hey guys, missed on Vice, as did I. I'm getting him in this week, as am I. Callahan for Merritt or Brayshaw? Also, do I get rid of Rosie this week?
Get rid of both. Look, I like Brayshaw versus Richmond's pretty hard to miss.
Man, if you can get both Merritt and Brayshaw this week.
Yeah, you're laughing. I'm like 20K off it. I don't have enough money in the bank.
Would be gas.
Even getting like Dudley in as like a dud.
Big J. If I could do that, if I could get Merritt and Brayshaw this week,
It's juiced,
But-
mate.
but it means you miss out on Bice, and you get a Dudley type.
Yeah.
Is it still worth doing it?
Well, Bice is likely to get another 200k plus. It's hard, man. He's a viable on-field selection, which is just rough. If you can do it, do it. But
All right.
yeah. Oh, apparently, Clehees is the sub. So there you go.
Oh, he got dropped though. Lol.
How does
got
that
dropped.
work? Oh no, no, he's
Oh.
in because Stewart's out. He's in because
Yeah.
Stewart's out. Yeah.
True. Man, do we get Mitch Never in? He's not the sub.
Yeah, he might yeah, he's gonna play. Are we doing community
Oh.
team? Is that what we're doing?
Do I get Mitch Never in?
Joe, we got to do community team.
Yeah, we got to do community team. Freaking Elijah Side.
Benji, pick Merritt. You can pick Merritt.
All right. Let's go to the community team. Let me log out of this. I can't believe it. So pissed off. So pissed off. All my hopes and dreams were placed on this teenage kid coming back and playing football. I can't believe I'm letting a teenager dictate my emotions right now. It's okay. It's all right. Just deep breaths. It's just a game. It's just a game. All right? It's a shit
Yes, Corey,
game,
he
but
was
still
he was
just a game.
emergency. Yeah, I believe so.
All right. So this is the community team, right? Community team doing quite
Doing
well.
all right.
We're at 1193. Okay. It's pretty damn juicy. Members. No, I don't want to update the shield. Why don't you just think I like it this way? Huh? Bloody trying to force yourself onto me.
Because there's nothing there.
Maybe I'll like it that way with nothing there. All right. So what were the moves that we did? So the trades we did were we traded Sardis in this week.
Yeah, that's what people are saying, Joe. Like, hey, you can just get rid of him. Maybe you go Sardis. Do you have Nevitt? You just go Sardis to Nevitt and save some money. Yeah, you don't have Nevitt. Just go Sardis to Nevitt.
All right. Mitch is not the sub. So good. All right. Mitch is not the sub, so never comes in. Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Stewart is a laid out for people that are wondering. Or Sardis to Clay Hall, Joe.
The team's looking good.
Joe, so we want to get Clay Hall in?
Nah, Nevitt's a better player.
Nah, I think the money you make up from Clay Hall ends up being better, to be honest.
Members, tell us, what do we want? We want Hall or Nevitt?
I like Clay Hall. I think he'll be all right.
You don't think he might get dropped?
Nah. Not with Tim Kelly plus Elliot Yo like 6 weeks away.
Elliot Yo 6 weeks away? No, isn't Elliot Yo 2 weeks
he had
away?
Like another setback, didn't he?
When did I hear that? Did not hear this news. Elliot Yo set.
Hello says Nevitt. CWT. Oh, yeah, he wants Clay Hall.
CWT1 Clay Hall.
Tantrums. Who do you want? Corey, who do you want? Velo, who do you want? Sorry,
Uncle
guys.
Akka, who do you want?
Yeah.
I vote Nevitt. Oh, so Velo wants Nevitt.
Yeah, I said that already.
Yeah.
Hall. Angeline wants Hall.
All right.
So 2 Hall, 1 Nevitt so far. Yaron wants Hall as well, so that's 3, 4. No, I think it's Hall, Joe. Say bank the cash, go Hall.
I swear, if Hall gets dropped next week,
That would be funny.
I swear if Hall gets
This team's
Oh,
better than
right.
my team, let's be honest.
Yeah, I know. It's better than my team as well.
Okay, Hall is number 1 CBAs for West Coast. There's at least 3 players to be dropped before he gets dropped. There you go.
There we go. This field is not looking too hot shot. Do we really want captaincy on Whitfield, guys, and not on Brayshaw? Or McRae?
Well, we'll see how TDK goes first, but I think TDK into Brayshaw is probably better.
The hell? Was that what we voted for? C. Whitfield 4, 1 for Brayshaw. Bro, what the hell? I think we were high this weekend, on Tuesday. What are we doing? Whitfield with the 4 on the smallest ground in the world. All right. Well, democracy voted. The vote was Whitfield a C. Yeah, I know. I've got the votes in front of me. Whitfield is the C. Jeez, all right. This is going to be an interesting week, to say the least, for our teams.
Yeah.
Are we fielding these guys? Are we going to put on... we voted for Reed on field as well, I'm pretty sure. Hall should get named. There's no way Hall gets dropped, 25-year-old. Brayshaw needs to be C, surely, lol. CWT, the votes came in on Tuesday, and the votes were that Whitfield is the captain. Let's just pray and have fingers crossed that DeConning goes as big as we hope he goes.
Well, put Boyd on field for Gorn. At least you got like the loophole there.
True.
Set up just in case.
True that.
Oh no, Super Coach is going slow. Ugh.
Well, at least he's not playing tonight. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Going on the bench, stuff for you, old man. Have a rest. You're playing against Draper and Brian this week. Going to be put on the bench soon. So there we go. Yeah, not bad. We've got lots of money for next week. We could even pull the trigger on Rosie to merit right now if we want.
Do it, Joe. Do it,
please, guys. Guys, I am submitting a motion. Guys, emergency call. Rosie to merit. Please vote. Guys, I need the votes. I cannot do it without you. CWT, yes, please. Excellent. I need the votes. Do we get merit in, lads?
Do it. You'll be the only ones.
Rosie to merit. I vote yes. You vote yes. CWT votes yes. Uncle Akka votes yes. Maltesing votes no. Oh, Maltesing.
Yes.
Classic
yes.
Collingwood supporter.
Yeah. Oh, no. No.
Tantrum. Yes. Tatum says yes.
Do it.
5. Need to keep our boosts. The boosts are there for merit, okay? That's what the boosts are there for.
Charles is a little bit behind. He says Nevitt.
You're a freaking legend, Charles. I love you. I'm not going to boost Rosie to Nevitt right now.
Bello says no. Do the trade.
Bello says no.
No trade. Yeah, it says no trade. That's it.
That's ridiculous. Yes, mate. Look, democracy... Boost, baby. Look, the democracy manifest has given us the permission to trade Rose.
You still have some cash left over. It's ridiculous.
Let's do it. Democracy. Leave us with one boost. We're freaking flying, ladies and gentlemen. We're flying. We don't even care anymore because we're getting in Mr. Consistent himself, Zach Merritt, with a great run to come. And we still have money in the bank. It's not over.
Yep.
Red Rover, what a team. What
pretty
a list.
Good, man. It's pretty good.
Yeah, let's do it. Ange is on board. Let's do it, Ange. Well done.
I really like Nazaya. I think Nazaya's great. But we'll see.
What is Zach Merritt's ownership? That's a very good question. Let me just trade him out again. I'm going to average. Zach Merritt's ownership, 8.2%, ladies and gentlemen. He's still a pod. He's still a pod. He's our pod. Captain Inspirational. I love it. I love it, ladies and gentlemen. Please, TDK, don't spud the bed. I'm terrified about the Whitfield captain. Let's go, Mez. Let's go. Oh, this is exciting. With 47 minutes to go, this is the best. Isn't live streaming Supercoach just the best? Seriously, like, so good. It's so good. And he's a pod. Yes, Tatum. Tag incoming. Piss off, Steve. You're not fun. Come on, Steve. You're supposed to enjoy the ride with us. Who's going to tag him from Melbourne? They're not tag. Let's go back to my team. Not on that one. That one. Go back to my team.
I'm slowly living through.
I'll show you my trades. I'll show you my trades this week, guys. I have been tossing and turning with absolutely no sense of direction, as if I'm a blind man. But the trades that I settled on were Nod, Callahan, and Rosie, Tobias, Petrarca, and Brayshaw. I get it. It's very sidewaysy, but Rosie was never going to be a keeper. I never considered him a keeper, and he's not a keeper. And Finn Callahan is going to cop the tag this week from not just a tag. He's just going to get absolutely gangbanged by the Saints. They're going to teach him a lesson because St. Kilda, they're not easy beats. They're a bunch of, I was about to say flogs. They're a bunch of tough boys, and they play for Ross Lyon, who takes shit personally. And they're going to go up to Finn, and they're going to probably break his nose with a tag from Windhager. So I'm getting rid of Finn. I'm getting Brayshaw because his run is really good, and I think his value is very good. He's going to be a great option. He's not copying any tags himself. And I'm getting Petrarca because he's just way too much value, and I'm going to be stingy man. I'm going to be a very stingy person this year, and I want to pick up people that are not overpriced. And I think Petrarca is definitely underpriced. He's had an interrupted preseason. These first 4 weeks is basically another little mini preseason for him. He's named on ball. They have to play him around the ball because when he plays in the center bounce, good shit happens. And he's got a good run to come. And I reckon Petrarca comes in and bites. He absolutely tore me a new one last week. I hated it. And I'm not going to go through that crap again. I'm trading in bias. And these are my trades coming into this week. O'Connell looping between Reed and Trainer because O'Connell has not been named. So he's going to be my loop. If Reed doesn't go as well as I hope, then we can always fill Trainer. Sardis, unfortunately, could be a loop. Does he play? I don't know. Who plays before him? Nobody. Excellent. I can't even loop him. He's dead to me in every way, shape, and form. No use whatsoever. It's very tragic. So we might just field Hall instead.
Yeah, Hall will be all right.
And then we've got Bice, Davidson, and Rankin. God forbid if something was to happen and he chokes on a chip for something and doesn't play tonight. We've got Sam Powell-Pepper. Stone should play. Campo is dead to me as well, and that's fine. That's okay.
Yeah. He'll come back.
What are you doing? What are you doing this week?
Oh, I almost feel bad. I don't want to show everyone. I'm doing what I said I would do, but yeah, we'll see if it works out or not. It is either going to make or break my team this week. It is rough. It is rough. This is Big J's team. I've got Marek in. I've got Philthorpe in. And I've got Darcy this week.
Oh, this is fun.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I've decided. I'm going to do it. So, yeah. Cool. We'll see how it goes.
You've got 3 premiums. You've got 3 primos in.
Yeah, potentially. If not, Marich ends up just being a good cash cow and go up to like a keeper for a few weeks. The midfield looks a bit scuffed at the moment, but that's okay. Daniel/Smith will go up potentially, and then a Davidson Powell-Pepper. They can move up because they get DPP. At least Davidson will get DPP. So, yeah. Yeah, we'll see how we go.
Mate, you play it. Play in with fire, but hey, Supercoach isn't fun. It's not fun when you're not having fun. You got to have some fun. You got to play with some risk, and this is a high risk, high reward right here. Absolutely. Mock is going to give Dawson a hard time tonight. We'll see. We'll see if he does. He probably will go straight to him. Just a community reminder: with DPP changes happening after this round, make sure you have room in lines to get some of these guys. Correct.
Yeah.
Aussie Broad, Max Gorn could repay your faith, Joe. Good run heading into the mid-season bye. He better. I swear he better repay my faith. Otherwise, I'll never pick him in Supercoach ever again. Saligo,
I love
good.
Saligo. I wanted
Very
him
good.
all preseason. I was like, Saligo, get in my team. And then Saligo had a crappy preseason game, and I wasn't happy. And then that was it.
Yep, exactly. Joel, 24 game sample. Petrarca averages 106 from less than 60. He'll be okay eventually. Absolutely. It's going to change, and he will get forward status. And 106 average is absolutely a top 6 forward for us in the forward line. So, yeah, not complaining about that. Yaren, hey boy, just bought some adult diapers in readiness for team sheets.
There you go.
I love it. Very good. So they got to turn up again tonight into a Crom win. Yes, Crom win, and he might really, he'll never get tagged. I think I'm only doing nod to Clay Hall this week. Nice causer. Hold on to those trades. Very impressive.
Yeah.
Uncle
As long as you
Akka,
got
I
all the
bet
big
Sherry
boys.
is out. Interesting. I hope that's great. I hope that's a good. I hope that happens because I don't own Sherry. Mark, where you been? Mark, I missed you, mate. Good.
What's up, Mark?
Guys? A business couple of weeks coming up. The National Athletic Championships here in Perth. The rugby with the South Sydney Rapidos and Essendon following week, then Anzac Day. Wow. Correct. Merritt is a great call. His run is so nasty. He's been top 8 the last 9 years. Can't really go wrong. He's got Melbourne, Richmond, and the Anzac Day. Oh, yes. Zach is a must. Yes. We got him, lads. We got him. Fraser goes before Shaw. Campo, etc. is worse to get out instead, and Hasty too. Fair enough. Short might score 2 or 3 100s for the season at most. Fair enough.
Nice.
Do it later with Gastro. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Hippo!
What's up,
Hold
Hippo?
on, trades to Matt. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to Hippo, this guy is going to win Supercoach this year. We're competing with him, guys, right? The community team.
Corey's doing okay. You seen how Corey's going? He's got 4 boosts left, mate.
Causa's just too busy holding on to those boosts. You got to use those boosts, mate, to get ahead. Hippo has got the right idea. Hippo's doing it all the way, mate. Hold or trade Stu. Oh, he's got Gastro. He'll be back next week.
Yeah.
Short will go 120 this week because I traded him. Fair enough.
Hey, it's like me with Vaughan Francis. 2 weeks later, he goes 150. So
me too.
You know,
me too.
You never know. You never
same
know.
with Will Ashcroft. I trade him out. Bang, 2 130s. Stuff for you.
Bang.
Legend. Lindsay's back. Watch out, Joe. Essendon only going to win by 40. Bro, we're going to lose. We're losing. You're going to win. All right? You heard it here. You're going to win. Trade Hippo. His new nickname is... Oh, jeez. Butters will cop James Jordan.
Maybe. I don't think so. I think Butters is too much. I think Rosie potentially will cop him. So that's all right. We'll find out.
Oh, no time, Steve. No time to check out teams. I think I should go nod an SPP to Brayshaw and Hall this week, or Hold and get Dacos from SPP in one trade next week. Oh, get Brayshaw. He's playing against Richmond. He'll pop off. And SPP has money to be made still. Chris Scott didn't know for the Cats. They're both the same. They're both crap. All right. I said Chris Scott. You know what I meant to say. You understand. They're both equally poo-poo. Do you think Silas is a better option than Hall? No, apparently not, because he's not playing, Matthew. This is disgusting. Carlton's only good rugby thing. Yes, agreed. I know you wish you had him, but reality is you don't. Look, yeah, it's probably better to have Chris than Brad, but they're both equally suck in my eyes for different reasons. The Blues need Pitane. Cripps cannot function without a tap ruckman. TDK is great for Supercoach, but for the midfielders on our list, he doesn't gel with them very well. Well, he's not in this week, and that's the most important thing for us Supercoaches. Merritt's run from now to the bye is the best. Agreed. Mr. Muppet, Travalia or Clay Hall? What do you think?
Clay Hall.
Clay.
I do just think that the Travalia ends up being too much money, so you end up losing almost a like a price rise. Like you're almost one price rise ahead by picking the other player.
Joe needs to join God for a cry session. I'm for Washcraft. I'm for Flitting, mate. I could have a cry session over the whole year so far, Kai. Well, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, Ashcroft
with these trade-ins, I'll probably have a cry session, so we'll see.
Bloody Will Ashcroft. Where was this before I traded you? Nod and Callahan to Hall and Newcomb for me this week. Newcomb is prime target number 1 for a tag, Thomas Jack. For me, I wouldn't go with the Newcomb. If you're going cheap, I honestly reckon Petrarca is the cheap one. Because Petrarca is going to be guaranteed top 6 forward for you at least. Whereas Newcomb's not going to be top anything for anywhere. So yeah, I prefer Petrarca personally. Brody, lads, who would you feel out of Koss, Reed, or Trainer this week? Connor O'Sullivan is going to be doing a lot of defending now without Stewart and without Henry. So he's gonna be involved in a lot of play. So you could go with Koss. Go Koss, I reckon. If not Koss, then Reed. I got a feeling that Port will beat Hawks this weekend. That would be insane if that happens, and I'd be glad to see it. So I hate Sam Mitchell. Supercoach can be a Supercoach. Suitcase can be a Supercoach winner if brave enough to pick him. Not sure he can consent. Yeah, there's no way he can sustain that all year. If he does, then what is he? Gary Ablett Jr. or something? Got one spot in the back line. Who do I field? Go with my heart? Have Zach Reid, Pryor, or Trainer? I reckon Pryor. Mark? I reckon go with Pryor. Port won 4 out of the last 5 versus the Hawks. Yeah, but that last one came from the clouds where the Hawks somehow gave up how many goals in how many minutes? Like 4 goals in 3 minutes or something ridiculous like that? That's not going to happen again. I can't see that happening. Genuinely backing for every team this year to beat Melbourne. Bring on that first rounder. Fingers crossed. DB, hello.
That's it, man.
Lindsay and Fortuna, very good. Lalo got dropped. Holy shit. That's pretty bad. Velos tips, Crows, Swans, Suns, Blues. Not sure why. Lions, D's, Freo, and the Giants. Those are my exact tip. Velo. My exact tips. Jonas, why is bastard Dusty Laylaw out? I don't know. He clearly must have an injury. There's no, or they're managing him because they know there's no way they're going to win. No, Sardis, I know. Don't ever disrespect Wilbur ever again. God, I know you don't talk bad about your team, but Will Hoskin Elliott sucks. You just know it, bro. Sardis 8 tackles in 9 games is a joke. Now he has a finger injury, worse than Sedernut's toe injury from last season. It's tragic, isn't it? Brad Scott, you idiot. What the hell is wrong with this guy? I don't know, cheese, but I'm still holding out for hope that there will be a late change and Sardis comes in. I can see it. I can see it. I know these Scott bastards. It can happen. I traded out Tom Stewart, even though he had the green tick. I still traded him out because I knew that Chris Scott can't be trusted. His lips are moving. He's lying. Thoughts on Rosie, Callahan, and Nod to Sinclair, Hall, and Bice with 300k in the bank?
Rosie, Callahan, Nod, Sinclair, Hall, and Bice. Look, I don't mind it. We're going to have guys like Pal Pepper, potentially Davidson, and a few others tapping out in price really quick. So if you can get, 2 good rookies in now and then spend 1 trade next week to get an upgrade, I think you're okay. I think you're fine.
You want a moment of silence, God? All right. There you go. There's your moment of silence. Very underrated with Austin Elliott. Plugs spots and reads play really well. A bit slow. And also chokes in big moments a lot of times.
Yeah.
Fisher comes in off a concussion. He better be the sub.
No, I don't think he will be.
I hope I did justice to this comment, Velo. At the time, I was quite distraught, I think. Sandy Brock's in a halfback. Yeah, Sandy Brock, get in our teams next week, I reckon.
Yeah. That's why I love
Luke
Patton,
Ryan.
man. He allows me to do some sneaky DPP switches that potentially I wouldn't be able to do otherwise.
Luke Ryan marriage. 42 kick-ins this week. Calling it. Let's go. Luke Ryan marriage. Brock over El Holy, not for me. Look, I'm going to get both probably. Next week might be just rookie correction week again. Who is sub for Melbourne? Lindsay is screaming for it. I hope not. He's
Nah, I
not.
don't think
He's
it
not.
will be.
He's not a line-breaking player. I hate Brad Scott.
That's not
Here,
very
here. Lindsay, yes, he's back in. Joe, your thoughts on bringing Al Akbar next week? Al Akbar? Bro, he's not playing this week. He's not even on the list. He's a next generation academy, I'm pretty sure. I think you mean El Hole. I reckon he'll be good. He'll get some full games for sure. The reason why we had him a sub last week, or not last week, the week before, was obviously it was still Ramadan and he could not eat or drink at all during the day. And it was only then, like just as the game was starting, that he managed to get something in his system. So it all depends on him. He's got the opportunity to play. Does he take the opportunity with both hands? He's certainly capable. If he performs and continues to perform, he will be rewarded with the full time with full games. But if he doesn't and he goes quiet, then unfortunately he will be out of the team. It's competitive for spots at the moment. Gotta love Bomber supporters. The world is their oyster until reality strikes. The world is never my oyster, Maltesing. Just constantly stuck in a stream of fear and misery. But there's always tomorrow. Even a terrible is still better than Flynn. We need to get Satsuki to the D's, mate. Probably. Yeah, he'll get 4 games. Henderson going to score another 40 more than Sardis. Exactly, because he actually plays.
Yep.
Pre-season Ruck Shrek. Yeah, Shrek is back, ladies and gentlemen. That's huge. Huge. I wanted Shrek all along. I wonder if he becomes my flex at some point. Just depends.
I think he will be. You know what? If you was really sneaky and you had Matt Flynn, go Shrek.
Absolutely.
Go Shrek.
Shrek is top G. Reedy will play also. They said they're going to run Shrek with limited minutes. Dudley will be sub. All right, there you go. There you go. That Melbourne forward line makes me want to throw up. Hey, at least you got a forward line. Our forward line is a 10-gamer, a 2-gamer, and like our forward line's a bunch of kids, bro. What are you talking about?
Joe, I'm rethinking the trade.
You will always rethink the trades. Brad's thought taken after his brother inside. I can see it happening, Velo. I can see it happening. What did I just miss? Yeah. Is McRae a good captain? Yes, Sports Nut. Yes. I don't know if you heard me. I don't know if you were around at the time, but yes, McRae is going ballistic this week. As a Saints fan, I could see Winham going to Whitfield, nor the small ground Callahan's speed a lot less effective. And we have him as captain for the community team. It. DeConning, please do well. Please, DeConning. I'm with you, Joe. I've been hurting with Flynn R2 for too long, but it's time to break up with my glorious king. You have to. You have to break up with Flynn, bro. You got to let him go. Get Shrek in. Who is taking Caldwell's spot? Caldwell, his spot's been taken by Sada Goat, apparently. Spargo, 1 touch and 1 free against, and he holds his spot. Good as well until he lost the plot. What? We know he's gone. It's just a question of when, not if. Won't Bedford go to McRae? Yeah. 3 tackles for McRae. Excellent. McRae, Bedford, what I just said. Joe, your trades, VC and C aren't as crazy as Big J's. No, Big J's is just balls to the wall, man. He's just gone crazy. Who will Giants tag with Bedford? I have a bad feeling I'm going to Sinclair. They won't tag McRae nor an underdone steal. So what? The Giants are going to tag and the Saints are going to tag. It's a tag off. Everyone tags.
You can't really tag Sinclair. That's going to be a problem.
Do you think Darcy's worth the pick? Very tempted, but the key forward part is scary.
I was a little bit more convinced when I thought that they both had a bit more hit outs. Like, I thought, hey, potentially they might be able to get DPP, but I think they're only running at about 15%. So if that's good or that's bad, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, it's a bit rough.
Salego's a good player, but he's never done it before, and you're always a little bit concerned. I just feel like the players that you want to trade in from here on out are all. You're not really looking for stepping stones. I think you're looking for either a gun or a rookie. That's what you're trading in. You're trading, either a keeper, and the keepers that you want are people that you anticipate to be top of line and rookies. That's what you're aiming for. We're not looking for stepping stones at this point anymore.
And that's where as well. Few people brought in Sardis, obviously. A few people gonna have Nevitt potentially in their teams, and I'm like, the difference in price between a Nevitt and a Hall could end up being about 60k. Now, in essence, that's like one price rise anyway. So why would you not just bank the cash and then get yourself like, hey, instead of Petrarca, I can potentially get a 550k rookie. Sorry, 550k mid in the fall, like in the midfield, things like that. So yeah.
So you reckon for me not get Petrarca this week and just go?
No, I'm saying it's fine. I'm saying it's fine. I'm just saying at this point in at the start of the season, okay, we pay up for rookies that we've missed. A lot of us got nod in, didn't start nod, whatever. But don't Bice, I think, is a little bit different. But Nevitt, I don't think has much difference in scoring than a Clay Hall. And you're saving 60k. And that 60k at this point could be you not have a primo or you have a primo.
Yeah, that's like the difference between Dawson and Merritt almost.
Yeah, exactly. Or Dunkley and some other forward,
Yeah. Hey, Maltesing, you did not have to pay
Maltesing.
To the field, Lindsay, Moraes, O'Sullivan, and Hall.
I would probably go Lindsay and O'Sullivan.
Agreed.
Yeah.
No late changes. We just got vid of Rankin warming up. Excellent. Rankin is fine. Excellent. Rankin is in. Excellent. Medico's excellent. Clohesi sub. Yes. Or the Tom Brown saying Rankin out. Tom Brown's a flog. You can't trust him to tell you what the time is. You can't read that. So pathetic. Getting up to again. Ted Clohesi was in the emergencies here, but he was brought in because of Stewart being a late out, so that changes things. Merritt or Neil, reckon Merritt for me. I'm glad someone's getting some enjoyment out of my rants. Thanks, Uncle Akka. If Rankin goes down with a serious calf, it's going to look terrible on the Crom.
Well, that's where I think they'll have done their due diligence with him and said, hey, you're fit, you're not fit, let's go.
Sydney will take a swap of Sardis for Sheldrick. Oh, yikes.
Of course they will.
Holding Nevitt and getting rid of Kako. Kako has more cash to make, but I don't know Nevitt better on-field option.
Well, Nevitt's not playing, so...
Nevitt is playing.
Nevitt is playing. Sorry, Nevitt is playing. I think out of the two, Nevitt is a better player, correct.
Fair enough. Is there a world where it's viable to keep Callaghan? Of course.
It's 2 weeks ago, I would have said cool. But I think it's shown 2 weeks in a row that it's really tough to keep him. It's really tough. You're almost a primo behind now if you've got Callaghan on field. It is rough.
Is it worth using my third boost to get short up to Whitfield? Have to trade in Bice and Clay Hall, I think.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
I think you can afford to hold on to. I think Whitfield's going to have a tougher matchup this week. Yes, I know it's the Saints, but it's a very small ground, which can make it really difficult for those distributing halfbacks to have the space to do what they want. And whereas Short, he's not really going to lose money. He's just floating around that spot. I reckon you can just get Bison Clay Hall this week without necessarily using your third boost. Use your boost next week. I reckon. Do I trade in Dawson or Nazaya? Two different lines.
Yeah. I like Nazaya. I quite like Nazaya. No, Dawson is my pod. So I mean, he's not much of a pod anymore, but
Jono, if Rosie goes 150 like Horn Francis,
it's going to be fun. We're all going to be like, oh my gosh, trade out Rosie, and the 4 plotters on Facebook that forgot to upgrade their teams this week. Be like, yeah, kept him. Woohoo!
I'll just
It's going to
say
be great.
I'll just say it's absolutely disgusting. I'll just say that these guys clearly watch our channel, know what we're doing, and then do it just to spite us. So Rosie, I know you're watching. Thank you so much for watching. Be great. You know, you're tell all your friends. I know Horn Francis watches us too because he waited for us to trade him out before going bananas. So please get Butters on, get everybody on. Would love to have more of you guys and would love to have you on as a guest. So you're more than welcome. Rosie, you're a superstar, mate. Don't take it personally. Getting track for DPP is smart. Cheers. Solid trades, mate. Track DPP straight. Yeah. And with that, I think the forward line becomes finished. If Marriage, because Marriage is averaging over 90 in this role, excluding the sub. So if Marriage continues performing that way and keeps that role, and Petrarca gets forward DPP, then my forward line's done. And I just focus on, and you know, Bites could be a keeper for all we know. So you know, we could just end up focusing on the midfield. Did you just say game bang on this channel, bro? You know what I mean. Everyone's jumping on him. There's gonna be melees. They're all gonna gang bash him. I don't know what you call it.
Gang bash him.
Don't
what are you talking about? Gang bash him.
Don't trust Petrarca. I feel like he's going to try stay fit and finish up his time there. But he needs to perform well to get that stock up, though, Steve. He needs to play in the midfield, and that's where he's going to perform. He has to play midfield. They can't keep him. They can't be playing Cozzy Pickett 59% CBAs and Petrarca 50% CBAs. They just can't do that. Work. Not even Simon Goodwin is that cooked. He just can't. He can't. Simon Goodwin is cooked, all right? Not Petrarca.
Yeah.
Dudley listed as emergency. Do we think he'll play? More likely the sub. There you go. Hot damn it, Zaman. I've been 15 minutes behind. Yeah, we got the picture because we're talking about who we're trading in, and then you just like, Nevit. I love it. Big Janice Hectic, love it. Darren Favaloro. Bring in Merritt and Sarong or Sinclair and Neil? I like Merritt, but I also like Sinclair. But obviously, you don't have the money for both of them.
You can't do both. Look, I would do the first one. I think the first one's okay.
Yeah.
There's some of the pictures from Gather Round looks quite nice.
That's good. I haven't seen any of that. I've gone Nod and Callahan to Hall and Brayshaw. Is it worth boosting a Rosie down to Marriage? Or just hold faith in Rosie and save a boost?
You can. To Hall and Brayshaw. Cool. You can. I think it's jump ship, to be honest.
Doors 120 plus tonight. Scared to watch. Have a terrible feeling for Rankin. Just don't watch. Just don't watch Tatum. There's no point ruining your love for the game. Just if you're terrified and you're worried, just don't watch. I think Thilthorpe and Darcy will continue to average more than what the Chad and potentially Track gets when they find form.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see today now.
Still having the 4 boosts is impressive for me. Really like how the team is. Well done, Causa.
Causa's done very well.
Very disciplined.
He's done very well. Just a good starting team, really. A lot of us got suckered into some really big players. Sorry, not really big players. I got suckered into a lot of like 400k players, and yeah, it's really hurt. Like I had started 3 in the back line, like 5 in the midfield, or 4 in the midfield, and I've had to trade 1 or 2 out every week. It's really, really hurt. So if if you went an extra midfield rookie, but made sure that you loaded up on the 600k mids and the 550k backliners, like you're in a much better position.
Whitfield or Dunkley? If I get Whitfield, I have a defender in flex.
Well, is it Bice? Because Bice in flex is fine.
Yeah,
exactly. Like Bice is riding my flex all the way to the bank.
Yeah, I agree. I reckon Dunkley is probably safer.
Yeah.
I reckon get Dunks.
Yeah, I think Dunkley too.
I'm keeping Nod as a loop, and I have no idea why not many are thinking the same. Mate, I've got freaking Sardis as a loop, do I? Don't I? And he's also made a lot of money. There's a lot of money sitting on the bench as a loop, Steve. You know, people are looking at either freeing up cash or upgrading him to a fallen primo of some sort. So, yeah, it's a lot of money to be locked away in the bench. My trades are locked in. O'Driscoll, Rosie, and Stone out for Nazaya, Merritt, Hall, and 120k for next week. Very nice. Very, very nice. Wawa. Dunks or Merritt? Oh, man. Dunks or Merritt? It's a good question. They're both great. But I'd go with Merritt just due to historical consistency.
Yeah, I like it.
We feel Captain Thoughts asked Harry Freeman. A little bit nerve-wracking playing on a really small ground.
TDK into someone else, probably.
Yeah. Thoughts on Rosé, Callahan, and Nod to Sinclair, Bias, and Clay Hall leaving 300k in the bank next week.
Yeah, it's fine.
A lot of money. Do I field Sardis, Moraes, or Hall?
Sardis,
Probably.
Moraes. Ooh. Well, you can't field Sardis, so
Go Hall.
Hall is probably better.
Big J helped me this week to get an extra defender like a Reed instead of Kako via Patton.
Yep. Yeah,
Very
I
nice.
love Patton, man.
Rankin is playing.
Rankin's playing.
Harry Oliver listed on the interchange again. Does this mean he's going to start every quarter on the bench again? Laugh my ass off. Maybe.
Potentially. I mean, they're trying to dodge tags and like give him the easier rotation and whatnot. So, yeah.
Field Stone or Max Hall?
Hall.
Max.
Hall 100%.
Bro, Stone's as useful as a pebble. Okay, lads, thoughts on bringing in Dawson, Neal, and Hall for Callahan, Rosie, and O'Driscoll?
That's pretty good.
I just feel like Dawson and Neal are the two. Yeah, they're good, actually. They are good. Could go Merritt.
Okay.
Could go Merritt. How much does Neal cost? Neal. 577. Ah, yeah. Yeah, two value options. Yeah, that's good. Keep Darcy. I got him in last week. No regrets. Very nice. Joe, you can get Petrarca at any time of the year for around the same price. I'm just thinking that it's going to turn. I don't think he's going to continue scoring 80 and a low 90. I'm just thinking that he has to turn because he can average 110 like he's done previously if he's given that midfield role. He can't stay stuck in the forward line so much. It's just not working. He has to go back. He's going to get the DPP. And I think his run to come at the moment, his next few weeks are going to be really juicy and really favorable for him. So, yeah, is he going to be out of reach? No, he won't be out of reach. But I think he's going to score better for me than Finn Callahan and Connor Rosie. I'll just say that. G'day, Kevin. Who do you feel at a Trainer, Pryor,
What's
and
up,
Reed?
Kev? Who to field? Trainer, Pryor, and Reed. Probably Pryor. It's hard to field the key position players.
Moraes or Hall? I'd go with Hall.
Yep.
Would you trade in Washcroft or Petrarca with incoming DPP? I don't think Washcroft's top of line, and he won't get DPP, whereas Petrarca is top of line in the forward line. So I'm just going to go with Petrarca. Did you guys trade Horny last week? Yes, we did.
Yeah.
No,
not last week. Sorry, I traded him 2 weeks ago.
Who is Joe killing this week? Well, I traded out Finn Callahan and Connor Rosie. So one of those guys is going to go 150. Or at least 130. Nightfall, O'Driscoll, Callahan, and Roberts. Okay, to Sinclair, Whitfield, Hall.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Just a bit of a sketch on Roberts, but I don't mind it.
He's getting Sinclair and Whitfield in. 2 guaranteed top 3s. Wonderful stuff. Love it. Should I use a boost as always?
Potentially. It depends who the rookie is. Like someone else to Camporelli out potentially could be the way to go. Just depends on your team and whatnot as well.
See you later, Charles. We'll see you
Hey, Charles.
live in the members.
We're going to be off probably after these comments too. Give you
Yeah,
guys 10 minutes or so, fluff around with your teams, and we'll go from there, really.
Has the ship sailed for marriage, or is he a must-have?
It's fine. He's okay.
I reckon he'll score well this week, though, just by the by. But even if he goes up in price, if he's a top-of-liner, then he's still going to be worth it. But I would not. I don't know. I feel like it's a bit risky trading him in at this point. Trades for me are Driscoll, Rosie out, Brayshaw, Hall in. Allows me to go Patton and Davidson to track and clear next week. Very nice.
Nice.
You can do Loop, Moraes, and Hall with Sardis this week.
Yep.
True. For the community team. Oh, wait. Yes, I don't have those guys. Honestly, my last-minute preseason changes were all due to listening to something a YouTuber said. I need to listen to Scott Father and think for myself. The ones I had in the preseason have started well. Absolutely. 100%, Steve. It happens all the time. Happens all the time that the preseason team that you make ends up being better than the one that you end up starting with.
And then it's the team you make when round 0 comes around and we end up changing everything. It's like, oh, round 0, let's put all these players in. Oh, too bad.
So after much ado about nothing gone, Bice for Fraser and Foss and Nod for Saligo. Wow. Nice. Saligo. Nice. I like it. Joe, didn't you see a couple of weeks ago Bryce should never pick Preston again? Yeah, he was absolutely disgusting. He was arse. He was pathetic. But at the same time, he was giving no support higher up the ground. As long as the pressure is up by the midfielders, then our defenders can stand up. But if the midfielder is going to apply no pressure, then yeah, our defenders are going to get absolutely washed. Saligo, currently my only mid that is averaging over 100, is averaging 115. Doing very, very well. Worth spending a trade on Connor Stone to Clay Hall. Stone's going to play this week. Going to make more money, just a little bit. But
I would probably do Camporelli to Hall if you've got Camporelli.
Yeah, I agree. Thanks for awesome stream, guys. Thank you, Velo. Thank you, Shawnee. I had Whitfield for the Ashcroft News. Got rid of due to the sub. Yeah. Is it smart to avoid Whitfield until Jordan tag, then grab him after that?
Potentially, there's a price drop as well, but I think James Jordan may go to Callahan or someone else, so you might be all right.
Geez, James Jordan tag is not until round 8. There are still
like
3 games before that. Yeah. Anyways, on that note, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you had a wonderful stream. Enjoy the football. Enjoy Gather Round. Good luck to all of your teams. Remember, guys, it's just a game. We're all having fun. We front up week in, week out. And hopefully we can all do well together and that the community team wins the money.
Hopefully, Big J's keep forwards. Don't die and burn and go.
Mate, it'll be fun. It'll be fun regardless. It's going to be a great... I can totally see it. They're all going to work out for you. Marriage is going to have 50, 100 kick-ins, and all your key forwards are going to kick 5 goals each, and you're going to be laughing, and you're going to be flying, and we'll see you all next week, guys, because here at the Centre Bounce, we do the hard work.
So you guys don't have to. See you,
Bye
fellas.
for now.
Catch you Sunday team reviews, and then Monday review crew at 7.
See you guys.